incentives. This is going to be a look back at those who lost their lives in the typhoon that occurred in the Philippines, Typhoon Goni. My condolences to everyone who lost someone special to them in the pool. The first thing I'm going to venture to look at is what memory came in. What were some of the memories that came in? Connected to energies that guardian angels brought in. To comfort those who were in the typhoon itself. So there was memory of a Libra that came through for someone. Also, someone's spirit guide brought in the memory of an Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini person. I'm getting that this was a strong air sign. A Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person, their memory came through for someone to comfort them in their last moments, as did a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So it was a feeling of like their presence to comfort them, or something that they said that helped to ease them into the afterlife transition. For people who were deceased, they're deceased now because of this typhoon. What were some of the things that were important to some of the people who lost their lives? Sharing with others, being in a position to really make a difference. Also, if someone was being faced with a choice to do something or either to not do it, and they wanted to protect their heart. Let's see if I can get some clarity on what choice someone was trying to make. Something having to do with financial assets, as well as a venture, a business venture. What was something that someone would say that they learned? It's coming in as being defensive without living in that energy of bitterness, and how to better expose your ideas and maximize the attention given to your ideas, advertising them, and reaping the benefits, the monetary benefits of your ideas. Another thing that someone learned was how to gracefully accept criticism. Someone else learned to deal with endings. They learned some lesson in regards to things ending What else were some of these individuals placed in a position to learn during their lifetimes? About acting on the attraction that you have and not putting it off, just going for it so that you won't just live in this energy of, I never was able to fully disclose this or that. Also, just learning to be content no matter what else is going on in your life. What can we learn as outsiders looking in to this scenario and the lives of these people represented here coming in? Just learning to live a life of joy, finding things to be happy about. Knowing that every time we're learning and growing, we are succeeding. On our journey in life. Also, about traveling when we have a chance, as well as about completing things as opposed to putting things off. Because maybe sometimes it seems like there's plenty of time to complete things. And that's the irony of it. Some things go unfinished. At least by the people who have begun various things. What is something that was extremely important to some of the people who ended up getting caught in a typhoon? Juggling the things that were important, finding balance in chaos. Someone was setting their eyes on a prize, on some goal that they had. They were ready to risk life and limb pretty much to make something happen. Very goal oriented, some clarity about that goal. Studying degrees, or just studying to learn how to do something, a trade, or something college related, or just something that they wanted to learn how to do, something hobby related. Very important relationships are coming in as relationships with people who have intuitive energy coming in for someone, also someone who has had some tragic energy. So someone was close to someone who had gone through something catastrophic previously, and there was a very special connection in those cases with those people and many others, of about 16 people approximately who lost their lives. What was going on with the intuitive link? So someone did mention that something was a bad plan that's coming in. Was something that happened. Let me see if I can get any clarity on what precisely was a bad plan around that time. Something having to do with an error either in the weather related news, or as far as something having to do with timing, or the place where someone was going to be, where they would be located during the catastrophic weather. What had this other person suffered through with the crumbling of something that occurred with someone who knew one of the people who lost their lives in the typhoon? What was the thing that fell apart? Just for confirmation, something having to do with things pretty much being at a standstill, with something happening that was really creating a spirit of pessimism already. And what was the state of the connection? There was a lot of support and patience as someone really suffered through something else that occurred previous to the typhoon. So this will conclude this reading on Typhoon Goni, and I will be doing a spirit box session, and I'll provide the link to that in the description box. Take care.